In my regular job as an epidemiologist, all of the data that you see and graphs that show those data, they'll have like a black and white, maybe a Latino, and then that's it. We're like invisible. We make up a very small portion of the population, and even though at one point we made up the entire population. And I think when we talk about race, people often just think it's a black and white thing. They don't always think about American Indians or Asians or Latinos. And I think oftentimes our voices aren't heard, and what we have to say is often very different from the regular. I think a lot of people think that people of color always want equal rights, and American Indians want the rights that they were promised in the treaties or the rights that they had before, which sometimes are different from the rights that other people are advocating for. I think in northern Wisconsin, racism, the most racist places that I see where I live are the border towns next to the reservations, and we still have schools that have Indian mascots. Our current legislature is trying to overturn a ban on Native American mascots, in other words, allowing anybody to have an American Indian mascot. I see a lot of racism in kids trying to go to school and not being successful in school because of the racism that they face every day. Racism looks different in different places, and I guess I knew that. But also really hearing the struggles and kind of what it looks like in different places, and how much further we have to go. I mean, I think we have a long ways to go, and I think that although the work that was done in the 50s and 60s was very difficult for people, and people lost lives and you know, all sorts of things like that, I think that the work now is more difficult in the sense that racism now is more insidious and underground, so it's much harder to sort of get directly.